Good day, everyone. I welcome you to this live section. Uh, so we have the NFP news coming up. We have the NFP news coming up in 20 minutes time. So I'll do analysis real quick before we actually go into the real deal, right? I'll do an analysis of what I'm actually projecting from this upcoming news. What I'm actually projecting from this upcoming news. Please, if you can hear me, can you guys see my screen though? Can you guys see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. So let's get straight to business. We have just very little time to the news. As you can see right here, we have the news coming up in 90 minutes. So I'll try to do analysis in about I'll try to do analysis within about 10 minutes before we actually go into the real deal. So for XAUSD, my basic projection is actually bullish. Why? Given the trend of the market and what we actually have right here, unless we have some kind of like break. And recently I found something on the daily time frame. Just like we do more of top-down analysis, which is analyzing from the higher time frame to seeing where the trend of the market is actually heading, right? And following through with that trend, or following through with where the trend is actually heading. And the 1 hour time frame, I'm seeing some kind of like potential like this. There was a low here, market gave some kind of reversal. Market gave some kind of like second leg, even though it wasn't equal right here. Market was expected to give some kind of new lower low, but failed and gave a new lower high right at this level. So there's possibility of us having a break of this significant zone. And if we have a break of the significant zone, we'll be having a massive W pattern on the 1 hour time frame. But depending on however whatever printouts we actually have on this chart, depending on whatever printouts we actually have on this chart, going straight to the 4 hours time frame, what can we see on the 4 hours time frame, right? You can see that market has sincerely been ranging for a very long time. This week, market has been doing more of ranging. Market has been ranging between this zone, right? Market has been ranging between this zone. So we need a potential break. We need a potential break. And just like any movement below this level right here, any movement below this level is giving us is giving us signs for what? Massive sales, right? But we're hoping to get breaks off this level. Anything that makes us get break off this level, because the buyers are trying to push that level high, but the sellers are maintaining that position and they're trying as much as possible to avoid the buyers breaking that zone massively, because anything that makes the buyer break this zone to the top side, we might be having a spike getting up to this level, getting up to this high, or even giving us equal triple top at this level right here. So that's my basic projection for gold, but we need to be able to like come up with an idea. So sincerely, gold has been ranging, and that's why you can see we weren't able to get much trade this week, right? Gold has been ranging between this zone, but we're expecting some kind of break to the top side. Why are we expecting breaks to the top side, literally? Because market has been giving us series of what? Series of higher lows. Market has given us series of higher lows below this zone. If you can see right here, market has given us series of higher low. This was the last new higher low right here, right? Market gave us a momentum is good enough to give us break above this level, then we should be good. And just like when trading news, we necessarily don't need to wait for reversal because sometimes it doesn't happen, right? So we might be trading off the breakout of this zone. We might be trading off the breakout of this zone. I'll be targeting this high at this level, or targeting this level is also another significant high, or targeting this all-time high at this level. I hope you guys actually understand the analysis. I hope you guys understand the analysis, right? I hope you guys actually understand the analysis. So that's my basic projection for gold. But we need to be able to like come up with our precise entry point, right? So just like you can see, I've been able to mark out my zone. I've been able to mark out this zone right here. The market has been consolidating between the high where market has been consolidating between. So anything that makes us get a break off this level, just like I said, right? We might be having some potential push to the top side, right? Might be having some potential push to the top side. But that is depending on whichever direction the news actually comes up. And you can see the news is coming up in 15 minutes. So we need to be able to draw up our projection before 15 minutes time. We need to be able to drop our projection before 15 minutes time, right? Let me go down to the 1 hour time frame in order to make everything more easy, right? In order to make everything more easy and straightforward, the 1 hour time frame. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, we have some potential levels right here. We had this low. There was this low where markets paid some sort of attention to, where market gave us some kind of inverse head and shoulder pattern at this level. right? Trend line from here, but we can see the market created two recent lows at this level. So it kind of makes sense for us to mark our trend line from this level, right? It kind of makes sense for us to mark our trend line from this level, and basically following through with this trend line at this level, right? We've been able to mark out our two recent lows. We have a low right here, right? Market gave some sort of like W pattern at this level as well. So we're expecting some kind of like third touch at this level, right? For continuous spike. If we're able to get spike to the top side. But anything that makes us get a break below that trend line, automatically there's the possibility of market what? Changing its structure into being bearish, right? There's the possibility of market changing its structure into being bearish. But for now, we just need to stay calm and relax, right? And what if you are very very observant, you will notice that there's the neckline of this W pattern at this level right here. There's a support level here. So it's kind of good to actually buy from here. It is safe to buy from here, but it is kind of risky. Why? Because market is below this significant zone. So anything can happen between that area, literally. Anything can happen between that area. Anything can happen between that area. It is safe for us to get buys from here. It is safe for us to get buys from here. If you've been attentive enough and you've paid attention, you would have noticed some kind of pattern forming around this level. And you saw the W pattern, and there was a neckline. Market has retested that level, but it's coming back to that level. And we have our trend line intact as well. And we've been able to mark out our two recent lows, right? And what we can expect to see is what? Some kind of third touch at this level, right? And spike to the top side. But one thing about entering now is whichever direction the market spike into might already hit your stop loss first before going in your direction. So that's why it's better to like stay calm, right? That's why it's better to stay calm. That's why it's better for us to stay calm and watch the projection properly. I hope you guys can actually hear me. Let me hear your view in the comment section. Or is the comment section not working? Let me hear your view in the comment section. I hope we're actually together on the same page, right? So basically for gold, I'm expecting buys. I'm expecting buys. And just like slippage do happen sometimes, it's better for us to use our buy stop in order to avoid things like that. So literally I'll be expecting to buy gold. Should we use a buy limit? Anything that makes, but there are sometimes the main reason why I wouldn't want us to use a buy limit is because sometimes when trading news, it's possible for us to see something like this, some kind of spike to the downside, right? Some spike to the downside, then gold coming back above that level. And after coming back above that level, do something like this and what? Continuous spike to the top side. So that's why it's kind of risky for us to do it to get a buy limit. That's why it's risky for us to enter using a buy limit. But it's better for us to enter with buy stop, right? At a very, very significant level. It's better for us to enter with a buy stop at a significant level. So if we are going to be entering with a buy stop, then we need to keep our buy stop up above this level right here. There was a resistance level right here, right? I'll go on the same page. There's a resistance level right here, right? It's better for us to keep our buy stop up above this level. Any spike we have above this level, then we should be good. We should be good, right? The news is coming up in 12 minutes time. The news is coming up in 12 minutes time. The news is coming up in 12 minutes time. Just stay active, right? Just stay active, guys. Just stay active. The news is coming up in 12 minutes time. But I hope this analysis is actually clear. I want to hear from you guys. Is the analysis clear? Is the analysis clear, guys? It seems the comment section is kind of lagging or something. So I literally want to know if the analysis is actually clear. So for me, basically, but anything that makes us have a break below this level, they might be looking for opportunity to do what? To probably scalp a sale or something. Anything that makes us have a break, if market breaks below this trend line and breaks below this zone, then what can we be saying? Some kind of massive sales, some sales continuation. But depending on whatever the news, the outcome of the news. But looking at the current structure and using just pure price action, which is our technical analysis. Using our pure technical analysis, we are more on the what's it called? We are more on the buy. If you're on this call, endeavor to like this, endeavor to like this section. Okay, sharp, sharp. Some two guys saying yeah. Okay, so it's clear, guys. It's clear, guys. Ashley Christus is also saying it's clear. So we have 5 people on the call at the moment. So the news is coming up in 10 minutes time. The news is coming up in 10 minutes time, and this is the number one news that actually does shake the markets most of the time, right? So we're hopefully expecting to do what? To benefit from the volatility. We're expecting to benefit from the volatility of this news. Godspeed, Godspeed always. So anything that makes us get a break below that trend line, then we might be expecting this. But for now, we're just being calm, right? We're just being very, very, very calm. We're just being very, very calm. We're just being very, very calm. But getting on the buy from here is actually cool, but we don't want to take that risk, right? We have to be patient enough. We need to be patient enough. So basically for me, getting on the buy here is okay, but it's better to wait for when the market opens. But instead of waiting for that, we can use our buy stop in order to avoid this slippage from the brokers and stuff like that. So it's better to use our buy stop, right? It's better for us to use our buy stop. So for me, I'll be expecting a buy stop above this level. Up above this level, I'll be expecting, that's where I'll be projecting my buy stop order. My buy stop order will be coming right here, and my SL will be below that zone again. My SL is going to be below this zone, right? My SL is going to be below this zone. My SL is going to be below this zone, and I'll be targeting as much as this. Let me go back to the 1 hour. I'm expecting a break of this zone. So sincerely, this is very, very realistic. This is realistic. You might be seeing something like this. Okay, I think this is the best. Yeah. So basically, I'm expecting this to happen on gold. I'm expecting this to happen on gold, right? I'm expecting this to happen on gold. So set your buy stop order at 4016.7. 4016.7. 4016.7, right? And SL will be at 4007.7, and our TP will be at 4090, right? So this is my basic projection for gold, right, guys? So this is my basic projection for gold. Altogether, W analysis. Sharp, you're active, man. So set your buy stop order now. The news is coming up in 8 minutes time. The news is coming up in 8 minutes time. The news is coming up in 8 minutes time. I'll be setting mine as well as my end. I'll be setting mine as my end as well, guys. So set your buy stop order. That's it. Let's look. Okay, flip now. So set your buy stop order, guys. Set your buy stop order, right? Open. Yeah. Open. Oh, yes, yeah. Hello, yes, yeah. So I hope we're actually together. I'm setting my own orders, guys. I don't want to miss this trade. -9. Uh, -9. You don't need. Can you account size? 40. 49. If I lose, share, lose anything. Open again. Open. So set your orders, guys. I'm setting mine as my end as well. I'm setting mine as my end as well, guys. I'm setting mine as my end as well, right? I'm setting mine as my end as well. So set your order. Set your. Please, can you guys still hear me though? Sorry about that. We had a little glitch. The news is out, guys. The news is out. The news is out, right? The news is out, guys. Let's see what's going on with the news. The news is out now, guys. The news is out. The news is out. The news is out. What's popping right now? What's popping right now? The market is literally just in one position, bro. Right now. What's popping right? The market is just stagnant in a place. Oh. The market is sincerely stagnant in a place, just stagnant. Let's see. I'm expecting volatility, bro. I'm expecting massive volatility. I'm expecting massive volatility. It's acting like dropping. It's acting like it's dropping. If we don't get the volatility we're expecting, probably we'll be looking for opportunity to enter from the down, from the low. But let's just be patient. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going to happen, right? Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen, guys. Let's see. The news is out already. Just like you can see right here. Right? The news is out already. 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 And just like if you guys can remember last month, the NFP news wasn't released. They didn't release the news last month. The US government didn't release the NFP reports last month. So there was no NFP news last month. But let's see. Let's see. I'm expecting volatility from today's news. I'm expecting volatility from today's news. I'm expecting massive volatility from today's news. Are you guys active though? Let me hear your comments. Let me hear from you guys. What's your view? What's your view? The market is kind of stagnant and in a particular location at the moment. The market is kind of in a particular location at the moment, right? The market is kind of stagnant at the moment, bro. So if the market doesn't give us that move from that level, right? If the market doesn't give us that move from that level, then there's the chances of us waiting for this. But let's see. We just need to be calm for that to actually happen. Active, Murphy. I see you. I see you, man. I see you, man. I see you, man. Active. So if this doesn't happen, just like you can see right now, the market is not giving the spike that we actually expect. So we just need to be calm. If the spike doesn't still happen in about 5 minutes time, if the spike doesn't happen in about 5 minutes time, then we just have to be what? Patient and see some kind of like perfect confirmation for us right here. Something like this. Probably even if we get this sky, it's kind of more interesting, right? Then we'll expect the spike, right? But we're just being patient right now. We're just going to be very, very patient right now. We're just going to be very, very patient right now. We're going to be very, very patient right now. Must make the feedback today. Oh. I don't want to hear anything. We're kind of very, very patient right now. We're kind of very, very patient right now. So let's see. What does the market have to give us today? The market is kind of slow, bro. Let's wait on this call for about 10 minutes more. If we don't get any move, then we just have to like possibly I'll drop any update we get later on the Telegram channel, right? Possibly I'll drop any update we get later on the Telegram channel. But for now, let's just stay calm. Let's just stay calm. Let's just stay calm for now, right? Let's stay calm for now. Let's be calm, guys. NFP doesn't play. NFP news doesn't play around like this. NFP news doesn't play around like this. Comes with spike. Is either eating your SL or eating your take profits ASAP. ASAP. Is either eating your SL or eating your take profit ASAP. But you need to make the big bag today, man. Let's wait for the spike. Let's see what's going to happen literally. Okay, I think it's moving already. I think it's kind of reacting already. But we need to be calm. Now that we're actually using a buy stop, it's kind of crazy. Now that we're using a buy stop, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy now that we're using a buy stop actually. It's kind of crazy. But let's just stay calm. Let's see what happens. Now that we're actually using a buy stop, we need to be able to like study the interaction that the market gave us within this zone. But I'm very very sure this trade is going to buy, right? I'm very certain this trade is going to buy. But let's see. Let's see the printout in the market. Let's see the printout. What's going on in the one hour literally? Yeah, blood and plus units. Oh, there's no movement in the market, man. No goddamn movement. But let's just stay calm. Let's stay calm. Let's be patient, right? Let's stay calm. Let's be patient. We might have that volatility anytime soon, but bro, I'm sincerely expecting crazy move. I'm expecting crazy moves. You know, actually, I'm very volatility market. So I'm expecting crazy move. Let's see the results from the NFP though. What's the result from the NFP? So there's kind of no volatility in the market at the moment, man. There's no volatility in the market at the moment. So I literally just going to stay calm. We're literally just calm and expecting the monthly employment return produced on the first Friday of every month. Non-farm payroll is significant impact on the value. The current employment statistics. Small from more than 51,000. So the market is just sincerely slow at the moment. The market is just slow at the moment, guys. What's your view? Let me hear from. I want to hear from you guys. What's your view from the current market condition before we actually before we probably delete our buy stop and be patient enough for some kind of like retest at the trend line level. But what's your view? I want to hear from you guys first. What's your view, guys? What's your view? I want to hear from you. What's your view? What's your view, guys? The market is kind of very very slow at the moment. Very 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 slow at the moment. The market is very very slow at the moment. Yeah, exactly. It's very very slow. Wow. It's not going. It's not acting bearish. It's not going bullish. It's not going crazy on the bear. Yeah, but I think the buy is still valid. Sure, 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 Murphy. We're on the same page, man. The buy is actually very, very valid, right? We drop our analysis and you guys saw everything live, right? So I just sincerely being patient. We're sincerely being patient, right? We're just being patient. We're just being patient and studying whatever move we get in that zone, basically. Basically. So since we're not able to get that spike, we might possibly just be waiting for some kind of a touch of this trend line giving us the perfect third touch, right? Possibly market this do some kind of rubbish, or even if the market wants to do it well, right? You see some kind of like massive spike from there, right? Possibly. So, but let's see what the market has planned for us. Is it possible for the market to give a gap? I don't understand. What kind of gap is that? Okay, like to jump straight, right? Sure. That happens. It happens sometimes. Well, that's kind of like rare. That's kind of rare on it happens too. It happens. It happens. Yeah. It's possible. It's possible for markets to give a gap, literally. It's possible for markets to give a gap depending on the volatility at the moment. Depending on the volatility in the market at that moment. You see some kind of like market giving us gaps or stuff like that. But now currently the market movement is actually very slow. Very slow. We'll stay for 10 minutes more. After 10 minutes, if we don't get any real move, then possibly you guys should just stay tuned on the Telegram channel. Right? You guys should just stay tuned on the Telegram channel and let's bank any opportunity I get together. If you're not on the Telegram channel, just type non-star forex and join the Telegram channel, right? Where we'll learn and actually like make money together literally. So there's no real move in the market. We're just gonna wait for about 10 minutes more. If we get any real move, then we'll bank off it. But basically, right now, since we're not able to get the spike, I'm expecting some kind of reversal, giving us some kind of third touch of this trend line, then a massive spike to the top side. But depending on the reaction the market actually prints in this zone, right? So don't just it's not like just jumping or something like that. Depending on the reaction the market gives us in this zone. So I'm actually holding this zone strong. And let's just watch out together. Let's study this move together. But I'm sincerely, I'm sincerely kind of pained right now because I was expecting a spike. I was expecting to do some crazy stuff. But let's see. It's like the market is kind of moving already. But let's wait for about 10 minutes. Just stay calm, guys. Let's wait for about 10 minutes. So within that 10 minutes, any question you have, let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. Any question? What question do you have? What's your view? What's your view on the current market trend? Literally, what's your view on the current market trend? And don't forget, the main reason why we do use buy stop is because of this broker slippage and stuff like that. Like you might enter a position, take you, doesn't bring you in that position because of the news, and it it brings you in another level that you've not set. I hope you can relate to what I'm actually saying. Just due to slippage and stuff like that. That's why I use buy stop. If not, we can literally, even though for broker issues, we can literally enter our buys from any level here. But let's just wait. If the news doesn't give us the volatility we want within 7 minutes more from now, then possibly we might have to end it. We might have to call it a day. And you guys should just stay active on the Telegram channel, right? You guys should just stay active on the Telegram channel. But I'm seriously just wondering, gold and US dollar are sincerely just going crazy right now. They are finding it hard to actually make decision. The two of them are actually finding it hard to make decision, and they're just acting like they're acting kind of like crazy at the moment. They are being calm at the moment. They don't they are the buyers and the sellers are actually acting crazy on gold at the moment. So that's why it's getting quite difficult for them to make a decision on who is more in control. But we are just being calm to see any printout we get. So let me hear from you. We have 5 minutes more on this call. We have 5 minutes more on this call. Let me hear from you. What's your question? What should we have done different? What's your opinion? Which other live sections do you want us to look into? How's trading been for you this week? Let me hear from you guys. Let me hear from you literally. But I feel we should actually go off. So let me say in the next 3 minutes, let me hear from you. Let me just answer your question before I actually go off. So what do you guys have any question? Do you guys have any question? But SMA, the market is slow as fuck at the moment. The market is freaking slow at the moment. The market is freaking slow. So no question. Are you guys saying there's no question that I can go off? That was the information from the news. Exactly, exactly. Like they are finding it hard. The part also between the buyers and the sellers, they are finding it hard to actually take a side. That's the crazy part at the moment. So, but Godspeed. The market will always be there, and there are always better opportunities. But anything we still see today, the time is still fresh, right? The time is still fresh. And something about today's news was it was supposed to come from it was supposed to come around 12:30, but it came around 1:30 as well. Was it favorable for the dollar or the news that came out, right? Let's check. NFP. Let me refresh this page. Let me I'm trying to give you an answer for that. Just hold on. Just hold on. Even okay, let me share this for you to actually see. Can you see on the on what's it called? Can you see my screen? On my FX book, Matt was supposed to have given us the actual, like the actual results that came out from the news, but we're not seeing any actual results from the news. So they've not given any actual results from the news yet. But for the market not to, if this market sells, then that means that the news that came out was favorable for the US dollar, right? Do you understand what I'm saying now? So there was no actual, as you can see right now on the chart, on that news, on that right here. They've taken out their prediction literally from the news. But you can see the consensus, we have about 55. The actual that came out from the news, they were supposed to have given us that, yeah, but we've not seen the actual. So possibly that's why we're not having some kind of, as you can see, this previous news, there was the actual. The actual has been released. Can you see this Canadian news that came out the same time with US dollar news? Can you see the actual came out a better than expected result for Canadian dollar? So Canadian dollar economy is currently strong, right? Do you understand that concept now? But for US dollar now, we've not been able to get the actual right here. So we've not been able to get the actual right here. So I can't really say if the US dollar is kind of stronger or weaker at the moment. So exactly, yeah. You feel me? So that's it, man. But let's just take if this market end up selling, then that means the US dollar economy is actually strong at the moment, and gold is going to be a bit weak, and gold is going to be falling against the US dollar, and that's when we are going to be seeing gold selling, right? And anything that makes us get a sell, breaking this level and breaking this significant support level that we have right here. There might be also kind of retest and continuous sales to the downside. But if that doesn't happen, we just stay calm, right? We just stay calm. We are not forcing trades, right? But as you can see on the charts right here, what's it called? As you can see on the charts right here, a break below this trend line and this support level, there might be seeing some massive sales, right? We might be seeing some massive sales. But pending that, Godspeed, and I hope to see you guys on Monday, on Sunday, right? We'll be going live on Sunday. I'll be dropping up our analysis. But if I get any other opportunity from today, I'll also send it in to the uh, Telegram channel, right? I'll send it into the Telegram channel. So that will be all for now, guys. I wish us a profitable trading day. Possibly we still get a move today, right? And next week, profitable as usual by God's grace. So that will be all for now, guys. And I wish you all good luck. Bye, guys.